I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more the man what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and their fitness now does unmake you. I have given a sip, and I know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
This brief but powerful passage, Macbeth and Lady Macbeth are arguing whether or not they should go ahead with the murder they've been plotting. Macbeth has reconsidered and wants to forfeit the plan altogether, so in order to convince Macbeth that he must follow through, Lady Macbeth explicitly parallels sexual and murderous action. She venomously attacks Macbeth's sense of manhood and his sexual prowess in a caustic diatribe.
Lady Macbeth begins by rhetorically questioning her husband's reasons behind forfeiting the plan. Each of the stressed words not only emphasizes her sharp tone, but also belies sexual implications. For example, beast refers to a subhuman, and me, along with enterprise, may allude to a sexual agreement. These words imply her sharp threat of ceasing or breaking all sexual activity with Macbeth due to his subhumanistic or cowardly behavior. Thus, Lady Macbeth's dominance and control over the relationship is established in the first two lines of this argument.
In the next line, the hard, stressed D sounds in durst do break up in the pentameter in such a way that doing is emphasized. The way Lady Macbeth sees manhood has a direct correlation to action, the ability to do. She feels that violent action is a mark of a true man and would make her husband even more of a man than he already was. Furthermore, durst do is heavy and a masculine sound in the middle of a staccato speech that has more punch than Macbeth's previous line, dare do, which is long and elegant. The short U in durst is a rough, gritty sound, emphasizing Lady Macbeth's attraction to sexual power.
The word make plays the most prevalent role in lines 8 to 12. Make's denotative meaning is to produce by action. Thus, Lady Macbeth implies that Macbeth would become even more a powerful king or god with the ability to control time and place, if he were to take action. Thus, this is a direct contrast from the unattractive subhuman mentioned before, suggesting a renewal of sexual activity if Macbeth were to achieve this potential status.
But Lady Macbeth contrasts this statement by suggesting that manhood is unmade by inaction. She emasculates him by implying that his current state of cowardice, he's stripped of humanity, sexual prowess, and left as an unappealing beast.
After the resounding line, does unmake you, Lady Macbeth's tone takes a sudden swerve to the solemn, seemingly losing its power. The masculine diction is suddenly feminine in lines 12 to 14. Words like sup, tender, love, babe paint her as a soft, sexually submissive wife. But after the line 14, Lady Macbeth's tone enters a fiery rage. Despite the love she might have for the infant, she would abruptly stop the baby in the middle of breastfeeding and murder it by smashing its head in if she had promised Macbeth that she would do so.
The baby is a symbol of Lady Macbeth's sensuality. By Lady Macbeth dashing the brains out of her newborn babe, she crushes the action of sex and the manifestation of this action. Compared to the beginning of the passage, where only some words were stressed for emphasis, almost every word in these two lines is emphasized. From plucked, boneless, gums, dashed, brains out, worn and sworn, Lady Macbeth's shift in intensity has risen to a boiling point. Her final line, have done to this, concludes her argument with heavy absolution. Action words still pervade the line, but they are in the past tense. Lady Macbeth's ultimatum may be a final threat to seize all sexual activity.
By projecting her desired virtues from Macbeth, such as power, control, ruthlessness, and bravery, onto herself, Lady Macbeth adopts the role of a dominatrix. Much like her contemporary 50 Shades of Grey counterpart, Christian Grey, Lady Macbeth relishes in sexual power. Through Lady Macbeth's shifting To Lady Macbeth's shifting tone and undertones of sexuality, Shakespeare underscores the non-traditional sexual power she had over Macbeth in this passage.